Good day and welcome to my video lectures about physics. In this video lecture, I will discuss about kinematics. So let's start. So what is kinematics? Kinematics is the study of motion of objects or groups of objects without considering the causes of its motion. In simple definition, kinematics basically describes how object moves without any references to force. This time we were going to focus on kinematics in one dimension, mostly along the x-axis, but maybe we can also work on problems along the y-axis. Now the first thing we will talk about is the difference between scalar quantity and vector quantity. The scalar quantity has magnitude only, while the vector quantity has both magnitude and direction. One example of scalar quantity is distance, and one example for vector quantity is displacement. When you say displacement, it is a distance with direction. Let's say Peter walked a distance of 30 meters. This basically describing how far the distance traveled. And let's say a person traveled a distance 30 meters east. Now it will describe displacement. Technically, displacement is the change in position of an object, or we can say it as the difference between final position and initial position. Another example of scalar quantity is speed. It describes how fast an object is moving. Another example of vector quantity is velocity. Velocity describes as the speed with direction. When you say a car travels at 30 meters per second, this will describe the speed of the car. Let's say a car travels at 30 meters per second east. It describes as velocity because it has speed and direction. Another example of vector quantity is the acceleration. Acceleration describes how the velocity is changing. Now let's discuss about some formulas that needs to be familiar with. When an object is moving at constant speed, the formula that you need is d is equal to b times t. In this equation, d represents distance or displacement because it depends on the problem. B will be used as speed or velocity and t is time. So remember this, if you are going to use b as speed, then d is going to be a distance. And if you are going to use b as velocity, then d is going to be displacement. So for objects moving at constant speed, you need to know that the instantaneous velocity is the same as the average velocity because the velocity is not changing. Now, how about when objects are moving with constant acceleration? For constant acceleration, we have some formulas that we need to take into account. So, for constant acceleration, d is equal to b with bar times t, where b with bar is the average velocity and b without bar is the instantaneous velocity. The reason for that is that b does not equal to b with bar when there is acceleration. Every time if acceleration is present, it means the velocity is changing. Acceleration tells you how fast the velocity is changing. Then if the velocity is changing, then the instantaneous velocity and the average velocity is not equal. Now the formula for average velocity is the average of the initial velocity and the final velocity. If we are going to substitute this equation to d is equal to b times t, we will arrive to this equation. We said that average velocity is equal to final position minus initial position divided by t. If we are going to rearrange this equation, we will get final position is equal to initial position plus average velocity times t. We said that average velocity is equal to change in position divided by time. Average acceleration is equal to change in velocity divided by time. So if we arrange this equation, we will get B final is equal to B initial plus AT. We can also add the following equation, and these are the following formulas. Let's solve this problem. A train is traveling at a constant speed of 50 meters per second. How many hours will it take to travel a distance of 250 miles? If the train moved from a position that is 50 miles east of city A to a position that is 100 miles west of city A in 5 hours, what is the average velocity of the train during that time interval? To solve for question A, let's first identify the given parameters. So velocity is given as 50 meters per second and d is equal to 250 miles. Now, if we are looking for time in hours, but the given units of velocity is in meter per second. So we need to convert first the meter to miles and seconds to hour. So converting 50 meters per second to miles per hour, we get 111.87 miles per hour. Using this formula, d is equal to bt, and rearranging this formula, we can get t is equal to 2.23 hours. To solve for question B, we need to draw an illustration. It says that the train moves from 50 miles east of city A to 100 miles west of city A. So the initial position and the final position and t is equal to 5 hours. So to solve for the average velocity, we can use this formula. So the average velocity is 30 miles per hour. So that's how we can calculate the average velocity. Thank you.